everybody, it's Linda. Thanks for stopping by today. I wanted to talk to you about a subject that's kind of touchy, and that's about constructive communication. Constructive communication. What is that? Well, it's not a communication that is damaging to other people. Let me explain. When you're communicating with someone, you have a message that you want to get across, right? And when two people are communicating, you each have something to say. And neither one of you are right, and neither one of you are wrong. And if you would keep that in mind when you're talking to someone, it's going to be a win-win. Let me give you some examples of what constructive communication is with another person. And keep this in mind, especially if you are having an argument with someone else. You really have to think about these things. First of all, number one rule, no contact with someone when you're communicating, because it can set somebody off. In other words, don't be poking at them or shaking your finger in their face, your finger in their face. No physical contact, because that can be deemed as provoking someone. So just close your hands and just talk. You need to look and act like you are listening intently. Yes, you can be listening, but you can also be presenting yourself to the other person that you could give a flip about what they have to say, to be frank with you. So your body language is very notable. So listen intently. Listen like you really care and are and interested in what they have to say. Easier said than done? No, you can do that. You may want to, don't interrupt, never interrupt when they're talking, but when they're finished saying what they want to say, reiterate the valuable points so that you and they know that you've listened to what they said. Stick to the subject. Don't pull in old stuff and have it part of this conversation, because it isn't. Stick to the subject. And you have to speak from your own perspective. In other words, what you're getting out of this. You want to be sure what you are saying to reiterate what they said is exactly what's going on. Avoid put downs. Do not put somebody down. Don't throw humor into this conversation. And never try to use the word never and always. Don't use never and always, because this is not an all-inclusive conversation. So keep that in mind. Avoid reading someone's mind and implying that you know what they're thinking. You don't have a clue what another person is thinking. I don't care how well you know them. Don't imply that. Don't use that word. I know what you're thinking, because you don't. Really, seriously. Don't be the authoritative person that you know more than they do. No, you don't. You are both adults, and so you should talk to each other like adults. And stay into the subject of what's being discussed. Don't pull in old garbage and old trash from a time before or whenever. The conversation's about now. So keep it there. Okay? Those are the points I want you to think about when dealing with constructive communication with another person. And if you stick to these things, I promise you, you're going to keep it and resolve it in one interaction. Okay? If you want a review on these, please check this video again. I've run over time and I apologize for that. You need to catch these points because they're very important for you to communicate effectively. With that, I'm going to let you go, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye.